Right, we're recording. I do have oh god, I'm lost for words. Yeah, I do have a particular thing that I'm going to talk about, and that is celebrities. The celebrity game. What do you class as a celebrity? There's many ideas and perceptions that I have as a celebrity, and what I normally like to think about is I like to think that celebrities are people who basically may have started in some line of work, or don't become celebrity just because they appear on Big Brother and basically don't do anything else. That, to me, I don't like to think too much of a celebrity, because too many of them actually have it. I mean, I've seen on a TV programme about that. Do you remember X Factor? There was a fat family on there from the X Factor. The one that girl who didn't sing, and I remember Dad come in and her sister and that, and basically they'd been on a biography channel doing a programme about getting fit, and basically they went to Leeds. They're in Leeds, and for some reason, right, they've become famous enough for Leeds to actually turn around and say, we want them to switch on the lights in Leeds. And it really gets my wits on, because I don't class them as being famous, really. Not that I'd want to go to Leeds, you know, to see like the light switch on and find out that, oh, we're getting the light switched on by the people from not really famous. I mean, Peterborough's the same thing. Nicole Lawrence from Peterborough, she generally would switch on the lights. I personally would like to see somebody a bit bigger than that coming into the limelight. Well, particularly somebody coming into it who's actually more famous, you know, who can do that job. And I've met many famous people in the past. I've been fortunate enough to meet, but I've also had some things where I wrote to cast members, like Coronation Street. I actually wrote to Coronation Street to ask for a signed photograph of Rosie Webster, because I like the character and the person, you know. And I wrote a few questions that I wanted her to ask. She answered them, and she put them on the back of the signed photograph that I got, and I've actually framed it, as you can see there. A nice little picture of her. Brooke Vincent is the name, the actress's name. But yeah, I think sometimes it's hard to go into a programme like Big Brother. I don't personally watch it, and to think that you're famous for that line of work, where I'd rather not think like that. It's better to go on Big Brother and to do something else after, and more work after, or something after that becomes that standard procedure where you don't get perceived as being a Big Brother contestant. I'd rather be known to think that, yeah, you appear on Big Brother, but then you do something after. You don't actually get that Big Brother connection, where people will actually say, no, forget about Big Brother, that's not even relevant anymore, because you're famous for being something else, i.e. whether it's a musician, or whether it's going into TV presenting, or something other than actually being famous for Big Brother. The one that springs to mind, John Tickle, who was famous for being in Brain Science Abuse and doing all the weird and wacky science experiments that we like to see. Well, I personally like to see. And I can't really remember every celebrity that I've met. I've met loads of music stars, too many to mention. Old and new, I've met everybody. It's like the more I'm meeting, it's actually a who's who of music. I've met 60 stars like John Steele, the original drummer out of the Animals. I've met Jerry Marsden from Jerry and the Pacemakers, Mike Pendle of the Searchers, Dave D, Dave Berry. I've met Brian Paul from Brian Paul and the Tremolos. I've met Jimmy James, The Real Thing. I've met Jackie Graham, Heatwave, Gino Washington. I've met Hepburn, Christian Fry. I've met A-Ward. I've met Let Loose, E17. I've met Atomic Kitten. I've met the Cheeky Girls. I've met Major. I've met Shaking Stevens. I've met Tony Hadley from Spandau Ballet. I've even met Keith Duffy out of Boyzone. Yeah, that was an interesting one, because I actually had nearly all Boyzone CD singles and he couldn't even sign them all because he never even had time, so he just got a couple of CD singles signed by Boys Day from the net, and yeah, Q Stuffy, oh no, oh, a little bit excited, oh I know. Oh, I've met Ash, the indie Northern Irish lads. I've met TerraVision, I've met Gisbert out of Prodigy and Janus Stark and the More I See. I've met a member of Midget, I've met, oh god, I've met loads. Oh, it's just, it's like a Joe Longthorne, I met him, who was an entertainer. I did meet Steve Francis as well, who was Crackerjack and comedy presenter. I met him in Blackpool. I was on the North Pier and just suddenly he walked by and I went up to him, asked for his autograph. He said yes, and I said it's been a long time since Crackerjack. He went yes, it certainly is. So I do like to meet celebrities. So I've met many other ones, many people. In fact, I've met loads of dart players, pretty much the who's who of darts, from anybody who's played in the PDC World Match Play Dart from 95 to 2005. I've pretty much met them all. So that practically means I've met Eric Bristow, John Lowe, Jockey Wilson, Phil Taylor. I've met Rod Harrington, Peter Everson, Cliff Azarenko, Alan Warner, Chris Mason, Martin Adams. I've met Wayne Mardell, John Park, Mark Sidbridge, Kevin Painter. Pretty much a whole heap of dart players. Anyway, that's that for now. I'm going to talk about something else soon as well that I'm very much that I want to get off my chest. So, bye for now.